Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is JD. Back with another video. I know it's pretty rare for me to drop videos on back-to-back days, but hey, whatever. I got a pretty good response yesterday from my Western Conference Finals video, and I decided, why not? Let's go ahead and cover the East as well. I don't want to leave them out. So tonight we got Game 2 between the Heat and the Celtics. I don't really think it's going to be a very good game. It's not going to be anywhere near as exciting as watching it out west, but I'll go ahead and give my little input and see what you guys think about it. Please leave your comments below. Let me know how you feel about it. So out east, we got the Celtics and we got the Heat. So let's go ahead and start out with the Celtics. The Celtics are in kind of a bad spot right now because it's not necessarily the Celtics teams that we've seen in the past that have made it to the finals and, ultimately won the finals one of those years because they don't really have a presence down low. They used to have like Kendrick Perkins, and they had Poe down there. They had Shaq at one point. They had Big Baby down there, Glenn Davis down there. Now all they really have is Kevin Garnett, who is not really the biggest dude, but he plays with a lot of intensity, so he does have a low post presence. And then they got Brandon Bass. That's about it, so that's why you're seeing, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James get to the cup all the time. They just live in the paint down there, and without any, interior presence, it's going to continue to be the same thing. Hats off to KG, man. KG is balling right now. He's playing out of control, and unfortunately, he's just got no help with him. I mean, Paul Pierce is hurt. I don't care what he says. He is not playing like the truth that I grew up watching. Paul Pierce has been clutch. You can say what you want about Paul Pierce. He may not be the biggest dude. He may not be the fastest dude, the strongest dude. He definitely don't have the prettiest game. His game is quite frankly kind of ugly to me, but he gets buckets, and he has always been clutch. But right now, he just does not seem like himself. Ray Allen, Ray is hurt. His ankle is affecting his entire game. If you ever get a chance, watch some old Boston Celtics games, watch some Seattle Supersonics games, Milwaukee Bucks games, watch He Got Game. It don't matter. The biggest thing that he does is he moves without the ball probably better than anybody I have ever seen play, with the exception of Reggie Miller. I'd say in my top 3 of people who can move without the basketball, I'd say Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, Rip Hamilton. If you pay attention to the little stuff in basketball like I do, it is a thing of beauty to watch them set those off-ball screens up and work them. And he always finds, he only needs like this much room to get his J off to begin with. But that brings up the second thing that's a problem with Ray Allen right now. That ankle, not only is it affecting his movement when he's trying to get open, but he's a jump shooter. Any jump shooter knows your lower half is the most important part of your J. And his J is the most important part of his game. So if he doesn't have his legs right, specifically that ankle, he can't get the lift that he needs to get that J off and to make it effective. His shot is flat right now. Not many good shooters in the past have been set shot shooters. I mean, I don't know if you know who Sam Perkins is, but he's the only one that I can think of. And he was a big man, but he needs his legs under him in order to make that prolific jumper work. And he's got one of the prettiest J's of all time. So Ray's hurt. Paul Pierce is hurt. Rondo's just not having a real good game. Game 1 just looked real bad for him. And then it happens, he'll bounce back. But if you combine all those things together, KG was the only one playing. Brandon Bass, I mean, what's a Brandon Bass? He's nobody. But he's out there. He's 6 fouls. He's rebounding if they need it, but he's not a defensive presence. And this team is predicated on their defensive prowess, and it turns into transition buckets for Rondo and, getting out in the open court and all that good stuff. So the rotations look slow. The closeouts look bad, so on and so forth. So you're seeing the Heat really dominate, and that's without Chris Bosh in there. Say what you want to say about Chris Bosh, but I think Chris Bosh is an integral part of the team because he creates a lot of matchup problems. Because he plays the 4, he's a big man, but he can play in the high post, and he can even move out to 15 and 20 feet. He can knock that jumper down, which makes the opposing man that's guarding him have to go out there, which opens up the court and spreads things out and allows D Wade and LeBron to get into the paint at will. And the Celtics went to 7 games with, the Philadelphia 76ers, and they were the 8th seed. Okay, the 8th seed took the Celtics to 7 games, and that's a young team, and they run a lot. So the Celtics are just tired in general. 2, they shouldn't even be in the finals. If it wasn't for Joakim Noah and Derrick Rose getting hurt, I guarantee you it would be the Bulls and the Heat right now. The Bulls would have took the Celtics out, probably in 5 games max. So the Celtics are just tired. They really are. I mean, D Wade is having a hot streak right now. D Wade is balling. Okay, so if they don't figure out a way to stop him, it's gonna be a problem. LeBron James is gonna do his thing. He's gonna be LeBron. You could talk, oh, he ain't got a ring, or he doesn't perform in the fourth quarter. Man, just let it go. Dude is nice. Okay, like it, hate it, love it. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you hate on LeBron, it's probably because he torched your team. He ain't did nothing to me personally, so I ain't got no problem with him. You got Kobe haters, you got LeBron haters, whatever. I mean, I'm a fan of good basketball. I mean, first and foremost, I love my Bulls, but I'm a fan of good basketball. And LeBron is a good ball player, regardless of what you want to say. And please, side note, stop comparing this dude to Jordan. He's not Jordan. He'll never be Jordan. He's not even the same position as Jordan. They don't have the same game. It's just not a fair comparison. A fairer comparison, and I'm not saying I'm comparing these two at all, because LeBron is LeBron, everybody else is everybody else. But I think a more fair comparison would be LeBron to, say, Magic Johnson. That whole point forward kind of thing. And, I'm just saying that. I'm not comparing the two because I don't think they belong in the same comparison, because the body of work that Magic Johnson has created is nowhere near LeBron James. LeBron James ain't got there yet. That's like, I don't know, saying Trey Songz is better than R. Kelly. He's cool, but he's not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a decent series, but overall the Heat are just too quick, too strong, too fast, too young, and too good, honestly. So I'm gonna go out and say I see the Heat sweeping them. Maybe 5 games if Boston gets it together. They may get a win on their home court, but I really don't see it happening. So that's all I got. Let's just go ahead and fast forward and just say, Heat, Spurs, and we'll talk more about that, when we get there. And if you guys would like to see me talk about the finals when, those two teams have finalized things, let me know. I'll put a video together and I'll express my thoughts. So that's all I got. I'm up to like 8 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. All right.